Hey guys, it's the cringe guy well, and yeah, I'm gonna be doing a huge video. As you're already reading the title, it's me revealing every single Sonic Jazz specific figure. Well, not every single one. It's just the ones I have because I'm missing a lot of them. Most of them are the expensive ones, and some of them are the newer ones, and just one of them I just forgot to buy, which was classic Metal Sonic, and I was like, oh right, I forgot I was supposed to buy that. So yeah, I'll be going through the modern, then to classic, then to the 2.5 inch, and I'll end it off with Sonic Prime and the movie figures. So yeah, first off, we got something of Jakks specific that a lot of Sonic fans really forgot even existed. It's the bendy Sonic figures, and yeah, this is the only one I have, as I did have Super Sonic and just Tails, but they didn't really last long and they just got fucked up because the materials they use for bendable figures are just really ass, and just like moving their arm one time they just break and explode. So yeah, this one did not really turn out well, but I'm surprised he's still even in good condition. And also, I forgot the bendy figures even exist. So if I were to rate this figure, it just wouldn't be high on my list because, one, the bendable figures, they weren't the best, but I said they're decent, so I give it like a 6 out of 10. So yeah, now let's get on to the more interesting one, being the articulated 4-inch Sonic figures. And here we got modern Sonic. I mean, there's nothing really to say about modern Sonic because it's just Sonic. I mean, what else could you say? But yeah, I mean, that's it. So yeah, he has all the normal things a figure should have: articulation, the legs, and the arms. Only thing I wish they would have done was give him elbow articulation, because that would be pretty nice, you know, give it more emotion and let him be more alive. So yeah, not a bad Sonic figure, and it does last longer than the Jazzwares figure, because not from personal experience, but from what I've seen, they just explode on impact because of how many joints they have and how flimsy they were. So yeah, our next one is a variant of Sonic being Soap Shoes Sonic, and oh wow, he has the funny shoes. We waited like what, 20 years for this, even though I wasn't alive for that. But yeah, funny shoes. You know, now thinking about it, you think the reason why most Sonic fans have a feet fetish is because of their shoes, because they like the shoes? Yeah, that's most likely the reason. But yeah, he has some great details here and there. I would love to see more variants like this, because with Jakks specific, they're kind of lazy with the variants, but as what I'm seeing, they're opening to some newer stuff. Like, so far we have, well, obviously the Soap Shoes. We also got a Werehog figure, which I do have, but he's in box, which is the one that came in a 3-pack with, well, Soap Shoe Sonic and Super Sonic. So yeah, also Werehog got a singular release, but he's in his own wave, as he's an exclusive figure just by himself. So yeah, I hope they do things like Excalibur Sonic or Dark Spine. Hell, they can go crazy and do Hyper Sonic. Hey, if they were able to make Mighty and Ray, they might as well do Hyper. Even though Sega kind of forgot about Hyper Sonic, and I think their reason was, I don't know, he's too powerful or something. So our next character is his sidekick, Tails, and yeah, this is a really decent Tails figure, as most Tails figures, they don't really look the best, but I guess it makes sense. Back then things are a bit different, but now we can do better things. Yay. And this looks way better than the weird Tomy one that was made, because oh my god, the thing was ugly. I don't know what they were doing with his body, it's just horrendous. But yeah, it's a fun little Tails figure. I don't know what's up with his mouth and why it's red. Is that just showing the inside of his mouth? He's like, He's trying to speak, but he can't. He's muffled shut. Oh no. But yeah, overall decent Tails figure. They also did make a collector's figure of this for Tails, which was also made by Jakks Pacific, and it's $50. But that's the best Tails figure I've ever seen that actually looks like Tails. I don't know, they just got it right. So yeah, I went off topic there. I mean, there's nothing much to say about Tails. It's just Tails, just modern Sonic characters. Next, we got the third member of Team Sonic, being Chuckles. I call him Chuckles. You know, it's just Knuckles. And yeah, this one's not bad. Just, I don't know what they were doing with the arms. Where they just, I know they were trying to go with something like, ooh, look at Knuckles so tough. Ooh, look at him flex his pecs and all that stuff. The mouth, not a big fan of it. They did make a variant of Knuckles where his arms are more straight and he has a different mouth. I think it's supposed to reference the old Sonic Adventure artwork for Sonic Adventure 2 and 1. So I think that's what they were going for, or it's called the Sonic Channel art. I don't know what you want to call it. But yeah, I would maybe consider getting it. But you never know, they could make a third one and just maybe look better. So yeah, this is overall a decent Knuckles figure, not bad. Who doesn't like Knuckles? And our next figure is Amy. And I got more to say about Amy here. It's not that I hate Amy as a character, she's pretty fun. It's just this figure, man. I don't know what happened to the one I got, but her hammer is cool, but the paint just fucking came off. And the fact that Dipman also messed up her glove. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to get a replacement for Amy because of that. I'm like, no one's gonna notice, but damn, if I resell this one day, then I'm like, what the hell happened here? So yeah, I think they re-released her. I don't know what wave that was. When did they re-release Amy? But yeah, I know they re-released Amy with in the same wave Ray and Vector was in. I don't remember, but I don't know why they just made her mouth like fully open, like she's gonna just scream into your ears. But overall, this is a good Amy figure. Love her. Very fun. I just hate that part about the damn hammer. I hope that doesn't happen if I get a new one. Also, this was the first release of her, so maybe that's the reason. I don't know. But let's get into the other members of Team Rose. We got Big the Cat and Cream. Yay. Damn, he's big. That pun was intended. And yeah, his articulation's kind of limited here, even though he does have it. It's just kind of stiff. Like, yeah, just hard to move because he is a big figure and his joints are a bit tighter. So yeah, it's kind of limited to poses. And also, I don't really know what or how you could pose big, but yeah, you got elbow articulation, my favorite. Which I don't know what I only did that with certain Sonic characters, but yeah, he also got tail articulation. Ooh, tail, so fun. So yeah, our next character is Cream, and yeah, these two are different scales compared to a normal 4-inch figure, as it definitely looks like Big is 5 inches and Cream is most likely maybe 3 inches. And I like that because they can scale better together, and yeah, it just doesn't make them look all like 4 inches and it just looks weird if they're all the same scale. But I'm really into here's Cream's ice cream. Yay. I like it that for some of the characters they at least gave them an item or accessory that relates to the character. I wish they did that, but yeah, they kind of just gave them random things like a ring or a checkpoint. They don't go. I forgot. I'm a Sonic fan. I should know that. So yeah, our next character is Shadow the Hedgehog. Hell yeah, it's the Latina lover, aka the character that everyone loves, and the one we all go crazy for. And I love this guy. They gave him metallic paint for his inhibitor rings. Hell yeah. I don't know why they gave it to him, but yeah, he's the ultimate life form. I don't know what they were trying to do with his mouth. Just a slanted line. Like, Shadow, I don't think your mouth is supposed to look like that. But yeah, he's a decent figure for Shadow. Looks accurate. Also did the same with his bottom shoes. Also, yes, I did kind of customize his shoes a bit just to make them look more accurate to the game version. But yeah, I love that they used metallic paint. And this is a good figure. So hell yeah. I only talked about paint there. Now let's talk about the next Team Dark member. Oh, fucking Mega. Oh my god, he is beautiful. I love him. But here's the weird part about Omega. Look at his eyes. So the part where his pupils are, or I guess the eyeballs, I don't know, because the black part is not really part of his eyes. It just holds it up. I don't know. I'm making this too complicated just to explain it. So the border part of his eyes are black in this figure, but the one on screen, it's gray. Now let me explain why. So the gray version is how Omega usually looks, and the black one, it's just there to make him look more intimidating. And I think it was a slight redesign for Omega, because here on screen is my Omega Funko Pop. He also has the same black paint around his eyeballs. So that means Sega just casually redesigned Omega, and yeah, just didn't say anything. I know that's really stupid to point out, but yeah. This is a really good figure for only $10. Like, what the hell? I paid more for this. Oh wait, I did. I paid $23 for this. That is extremely good, because he's now like $125 or something like that. And yeah, I can't blame him. He's a good figure, but Jesus Christ, he does not need to be $100. He only came out like a couple of years ago. So I hope he gets a re-release, because he only had one release. So yeah, Jakks Pacific, can you do something and give us that? So yeah, Omega's perfect. I love him. And that's his first figure, by the way. So now you know more. Next is Rouge the Bat. This is her second figure. I think the first one was the Sonic X figure they made, which I guess was an okay start. And there was allegedly, around the time Jazzwares was still making Sonic figures, they were going to make a Rouge figure, but yeah, they lost the license. But we got this one now. I love her mainly for the weird reasons. Yes, I had to make that joke. And yeah, her wings are also articulated. That is pretty cool. Make it look like they're flapping, like she's about to fly and shit. I know this is the weirdest reveal, but yeah, not bad. Alright, I don't know what you can do with Ruin Rouge, but this is the best figure for so far. Our next character is Silver. I don't know if you can tell on screen, but he might look a little bit weird, because I had to touch him up a little bit with some paint, because he had like some weird errors. But yeah, I love Silver, and I think he deserves some more love here. My man Silver doesn't have much. Sega, please, if you do another year of a certain character, walk in and do Silver. So yeah, I love this guy. I love it when they do more for characters that don't have much merchandise for them, even though they're a big character within the fandom and the series too. So yeah, next character is Blaze the Cat, and this is a really good figure. This is her second figure, as the first one was the Jazzwares figure, and this is her second one. Oh my god, that blank stare, just staring into my soul. And yeah, I love the sculpt here. They really capture her. You know, I don't need to put this much detail into a Sonic toy, but I love it. Got her little shoes, and got some articulation here. I think I saw on a Reddit post, she has like torso articulation, I don't know, or that it slightly moves, just can't because of her dress in the way. But You know what? I could have worded that better. But yeah, love it. Love it that they're doing more of the weirder characters. Our next character is Eggman and his son Metal Sonic. Yeah, Eggman is really good because some of the Eggman figures didn't really look the best. So that's the best one we got so far. That is close to his game accurate version. And I've seen customs where they just improve it. I'm like, I don't know how y'all noticed that detail, but I sure as hell didn't. But yeah, he has elbow articulation. You can make him do the lesbian pose. Oh my god. And it looks like from the back here, he was supposed to have a torso articulation. That would probably make this figure a bit better. But it looks like they just never got rid of that part. Oh my god. Remember what they took away from us. I don't know if anyone else noticed that, but yeah. Next we got Metal Sonic, and I don't know what's up with mine, but he cannot stand. Never mind, he proved me wrong. He can stand, but other times he just falls because of how it moves rubber band out the way. Just, I don't know, his feet are kind of not straight here, but yeah. He is really cool. Oh my goodness, look, he has his elbow articulation goes all over the damn place. I love it. It moves more freely. If you ever do stop motion, that is going to be perfect. How ironic, because Metal Sonic says he's perfection. But he would be perfection if he was metallic. Oh wait, they did make a metallic Metal Sonic. But the history with that figure is just really goddamn random because, yes, Jakks Pacific makes exclusive figures called the Jakks Pacific Gold Line figures. And I'm being honest, I have never seen one in stores. I only heard they appeared in Burlington, so I'm just confused. What store has dead stock of these figures? But my guess it is they most likely have a supplier and they just, I don't know, send it to Burlington. So, yeah, it's an interesting history with the exclusive figures. I wish I had that version of Metal Sonic, but you could always just take metallic paint and just make them metallic. But I am Asset Custom, so yeah. Next, we got Team Chaotix. Well, we're just missing Charmy, but I do have the 2.5-inch version of him. They just haven't made a 4-inch version of him yet. So here we got Vector. Oh my goodness, this man's beautiful. He's taller than SBO. Perfect. They got the accurate height here. And the fun part is, besides the elbow articulation, which I'm probably going to say like her the 1 million time, he has mouth articulation. Beautiful. I love it. They really went all out for that one. Oh, then we got tail articulation. I don't know what you would need that for, but yeah. Love Vector. He's just perfect. Even if he looks funny from the front view. And the same metallic paint they use with Shadow or something, it's like sparkly paint. If they did it with his chain, we just kind of dripped out Vector figure. It would be pretty funny. Here we got SBO. Oh my god, my guy is chopped as fuck. I'm like, SBO's fun, but oh my god, they didn't give my boy his eyeliner. No wonder he looks so weird, and I never noticed. And the fact he's smiling, it's just weird seeing the character smile when they usually frown. So, yeah. To make him better, give him his eyeliner, make him frown, and next time when they give him an accessory, they should just make it one of his kunais or something cool. Because, you know, SBO's a ninja, and that would be peak cinema if they did that. So, yeah, that one wasn't the best, but whatever. Next, we got some variants here. Being, I'm trying to find another one. I do not know. Oh, there's the other one. Sorry to hear a chair creaking because I'm sitting on this old ass wooden chair. Here we got Super Sonic. This is for this exclusive 3-pack, whatever. I wouldn't say exclusive, it was just limited. Where he has a shine to him to make him look shiny. I actually prefer this version of Super Sonic. It actually looks pretty cool. And also, like, some parts of him because I did switch out his gloves just to make him have both close hands. And fun fact, the ones that have the gloves with more detail and the one with less detail means this hand is older and this one's newer. Fun fact. So yeah, I may have fucked something up here. Just if this video goes viral, then Sonic's gloves will go for a lot. So yeah, I love this figure. I did have the normal version where he's just piston yellow, but that one like ended up breaking one time where his arm came off. But I technically have a new version of him. It's just in box with a 3-pack, so that counts, I guess. Next we got Tails and Knuckles. The reason why they're shiny is because this was like a little reference to Sonic Heroes, but if you look at it, it's just a super pack, the super forms. Think of this as Hyper Knuckles, and this is just Super Tails. Yeah, they do make a Hyper Knuckles, or well, I guess Super Knuckles or whatever, and Super Tails. That's just beautiful, but this is the closest we got. I love this 3-pack. I also saw when I saw that store, so that I must buy it. And the fact it was out of place and it was in the fucking sports aisle. So yeah, that's funny. Our next character is Infinite. Oh my goodness, he's beautiful. I love him. It's definitely better than the Tommy figure. Yes, our boy Infinite's getting more love, even though if Sonic Forces did kind of suck. But yeah, this is awesome right here. And unrelated note, but when they released Tripped, you know, this little character, there was another leak where there's a potential variant of Trip that will probably come out where it's her without the mask on. So that means Jakks Pacific, you can do the coolest thing, just make an Infinite figure without his mask. Please do this. So yeah, love him. I know I just went insane there, but on really unrelated note, I kind of see Infinite different now. You're like, wait, why you see Infinite a bit different now? So I'm part of a different fandom, being Hasbin Hotel, and I'm part of a subreddit where some people do roleplay, and one of them just roleplays as Infinite and just really loves Verosica. So that's just funny. Now I can't unsee it after that. I'm like, you know what? That's my headcanon. Infinite simping. Now, after he got defeated in Forces. And our next character is Chaos. Oh my god, he's fucking translucent. The craziest thing they could have done, but the only thing that I feel like I wish they did, or maybe they ever do, they give him his little brain. Yeah, this is a cool figure. The funny part is, I have 2 of these. Not to brag, because I know he's an expensive figure, but I actually got that Chaos on Black Friday. Well, not this one. I have a second one in box. I got it on Black Friday, so yay, cool deals for an expensive Sonic figure. I love this, man. He's translucent. You know, he reminds me of this McDonald's Happy Meal toy. I think it's Ben 10 or something. If I didn't find it, it's not on screen, but if I did, it's on screen. That's what it looks like. It looks just like Chaos. And I saw a post where some people like, yeah, I used that as Chaos before they made the Jakks Pacific figure. So yeah, it's really funny. And our last 4-inch modern Sonic figure is Jet the Hawk. And yeah, this band is beautiful. Look at this. Oh my god, they couldn't done it. They went crazy. They gave him his hoverboard. Yeah. I didn't just call his hoverboard. I don't know the name for it. I just forgot. God damn it. Sonic fan. Oh no, his extreme gear. Oh, there we go. You know, since they made Jet, they're most likely gonna do the Battle and Rogue. I think they say it. Where you got Wave and Storm. Please make the extreme gear version of Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, and I think Shadow has extreme gear, and so does Amy and Rouge. I don't know. I didn't play Sonic Rewriters yet. I would definitely play it, but yeah. So yeah, that was all of the modern Sonic figures. Now let's get into the classic. Here we got classic Sonic. Yeah, I don't know what they were doing with his mouth here. It's just ugly. And to be honest with the classic Sonic figure, I mean, well, Sonic figures, I prefer them in a smaller scale because it just looks better with the 4-inch figures. Because the what it looks like next to each other is just huge. Where with the 2.5-inch version, looks like they're with their younger versions of themselves. But yeah, you see the vision. So yeah, it's not a bad figure. Just I feel uncomfortable with the mouth. It just rubs you the wrong way. Next we got whoops, I accidentally dropped the figure, which is my favorite classic Sonic variant, where it's the laughing Sonic. Oh my god, he's so cute. I love him. I love this skull. He's so silly. A lot of people hate this figure. I'm like, the hell, he is peak fiction right here. Only if his hand right here was the pointing one, just like the artwork of him, that would have been better. But yeah, this works too. It looks like he's just waving at you, just excitedly like a maniac. I just love the hell out of this figure. Best one so far. Our next figure is classic Tails. Yeah, it's classic Tails. He's cute. Nothing wrong with him. He make him do little poses here. Like I said earlier, prefer them as 2.5-inch figures, and not gonna lie, their joints are kind of stiff. Like barely make that knee bent. So yeah. Our next character is Knuckles, and I like this one more. I just realized he has a slight mouth printing error. Oh, how cool. I think maybe if he was frowning, it'd be slightly better, but yeah, I love this guy. His sculpt here is amazing, and his arms aren't weirdly posed like the modern Knuckles, so that's good. Nothing wrong with him. Just love him. Maybe Knuckles is my favorite character. I don't know. Our next characters are Mighty and Ray, and unrelated note, I did switch the hands with Mighty just to give him closed fist here. He used to have a hand that was just waving, but yeah, it makes him look more badass. And yeah, I love these two. When I found Mighty, I was like, oh my god, they made Mighty. My Ray figure, I'm not gonna lie, his legs are just kind of ass. It's just stiff and barely stands. So yeah, just the only thing I don't like about him. Just not one problem, but yeah, it's weird having a figure of two characters that Sega forgot about, and they haven't appeared in a Sonic game since Sonic Mania. You would have thought they would have appeared in Sonic Superstars. I think they do. No, I know they don't. I'm just stupid and delusional. Our next one is Super Classic Sonic, and like I said earlier, they do make these exclusive figures, and this is one of them where he's supposed to like he's on fire. Ooh, like that was like a weird hypersonic. But yeah, I like this guy. He looks better than the weird normal one. This one has more flavor. And my mom got me this for Christmas as she found it in Burlington, like I brought up earlier, with these guys appearing in Burlington. I was not expecting that as my Christmas gift. I freaked out a little bit. So, our next figure is Classic Eggman. I love this. This is beautiful. He has elbow articulation, hand articulation, perfect. If he had that torso articulation, that would have just been really fun. Just make him do some weird, goofy shit. I like his legs, I guess. I don't know what to say about that, but he looks so goofy. He's smiling. You can make him do a perfect T pose. Yeah, that just shows I never matured. So yeah, love this guy. God, I need to say more about him. It's just saying, yeah, I like this guy. Next, we got that Heavy King. I think that's his name. God, there's no way I just forgot this man's name. But guess what? They gave him a slightly metallic paint. Oh my god. And he has this cool staff he uses. And yeah, this is a really nice figure. I love all the details. The only thing I don't like is where the hell are his pupils? He's just a 2 red dots. No pupils. Oh, that's sad. But yeah, cool guy. I love him. Even though I didn't get far in Sonic Mania, but I enjoy this. I hope they do more of the heavy boiled. There's no fucking way I'm forgetting their names. I do have Heavy Gunner in box. I just never opened him. I hope they do the other ones that I don't know the names of, because I never gotten far in Sonic Mania because I suck at it, which is a skill issue for me. Here we got Mecha Sonic. Oh my god, I was so excited when I found this guy. This is the 30th anniversary version. I know you can't tell because it got re-released recently. And yeah, oh my god. We almost have every single figure of every single version of Metal Sonic. We're just missing Mecha Sonic Mark II. And before we say it, yes, I know he has that weird Sega Heroes toy. I know that does count, but I just need a better version. That one's not gonna work. Having a 4-inch Mecha Sonic Mark II would just be beautiful. And stuff. Also, he has this weird articulation in the foot. He can do this. He's now a ballerina or something. I don't know why they gave him that, but yeah, I guess that's just random articulation he has. Just love how bulky and metallic he looks. So shiny, I love it. Happy they made this figure. Next, we got our last classic Sonic figure for the 4-inch, being Egg Robo, and I actually did give him his pupils. So yeah, this guy's beautiful. They gave him his gun, which okay, they gave him a gun. That means SBO can get his ninja swords and weapons, and yeah, they gave him his elbow, knee, foot, all that stuff. His head can move. Beautiful. I love it. You know what I wish they did? If they gave them 2.5-inch one a gun, that would have been beautiful. But most 2.5-inch figures do not get good accessories, which is sad. So now let's get into the accessories. Speaking of, which I forgot to say in the intro, but mainly with the accessories, just the Chaos Emeralds and stuff, or the Soul Emeralds. Yeah, they made the Soul Emerald. How nice. Let me just get them all on here. Here they all are. I have almost all of them. I'm just missing that damn blue Chaos Emerald. I don't know why that was the only one that had one re-release. Well, actually, he had 2. Wait, did I just call it he is a fucking Chaos Emerald? Doesn't have gender. Where the blue Chaos Emerald is the hardest one to find. It's hard to find equally as the Master Emerald, the Soul Emerald, and Infinite's Phantom Ruby. It's like, what the hell? Why is the blue Chaos Emerald up there in the rarest items list for the Sonic figures? It's because he was only released once with Knuckles. Then he got a... why is he calling it he? Then the Chaos Emerald got a re-release with the Advent Calendar, and I don't think spending $50 is really worth it if you don't have it. So, Jakks specific, please just really re-release that goddamn blue Chaos Emerald. No one's asking for much, man. But, yeah, these are really cool. I love them. If you're curious which figures they came on, well, obviously this came with Blazing Infinite, but you want to know where these one came from? The turquoise one came from Supersonic. This purple one came from a 2.5-inch Tails from Five Below. The red one came from Ray. The yellow one came from Omega. The white one came from the Super Classic Sonic I just showed. Master Emerald came with Chaos. And the green one came with Knuckles. And yeah, the red one is also equally as rare with the blue one because it only came with piss stain shadow. But why the fuck is he? Why is it still rare? It got released way more. It was with the recent soap shoes on it. This shit shouldn't be rare. And also, the Master Emerald's finally getting a second re-release. So hell yeah. Who's this gonna be with? It's gonna be with Takal. Oh, hell yeah. They're making Peak Cinema. Because we can finally have Takal and Chaos together. The Pookie Bears. Hell yeah. So yeah, let's just move these out the way. Next we got the 2.5-inch modern Sonic figures thingies. So yeah. I mean, it's basically just the normal 4-inch ones, just slightly scaled down a bit. It's slight edits. So let's start off with the blue hedgehog himself, Sonic, and yeah, it's kind of like the 3-inch figures they made with Jazzwares. He's got the pointing finger, and yeah, no, it's like the title screen, and whenever he finishes a stage or whatever. Or unless you're just chronically online, it's just really stupid. Ha! Who won? That's the worst Sonic impression I ever did. Next we got his boy Tails, and this is really weird. Why is his chest fucking gray? That was so confusing to me when I got him. I was like, why is his chest gray? He looks even weirder with the red mouth. Ooh, he can do a perfect T-pose. That's good. But yeah, they just need to fix that in his mouth. I don't know, something about Tails just looks soulless. His face. I gotta fix him. But next we got Knuckles, and yes, you can tell this is just a scaled down version of the 4-inch figure. See? It's so uncanny. And I think they did the same with the new variant of Knuckles, which is just funny, I just realized. So yeah, got little Knuckles, not bad. He's at least fucked up on like Tails. Next we got Silver, and I just realized the 4-inch Silver does not have this hand mold. They did that with, I think he slightly does. I just have to dig through the pile of Sonic figures next to me. Yeah, he sort of does, just, yeah. Not really. But they did get all his details on his shoes and his gloves and these thingies that, I don't know what they are. They're supposed to be like his version of the inhibitor rings, or, I don't really know much. Oh my god, this is so bad, and yet I'm the Sonic fan here. And SBO, god damn it, he still talks. Just like his 4-inch version. Just wears that eyeliner and his mouth. That kind of looks like a weird placement. Just really low. But yeah, they just gotta fix that damn eyeliner. If Silver can have it, so can he. Here we got Vector. Yeah, he doesn't have the mouth articulation. No. We just squeeze his mouth a bit and it works. And yeah, he's not bad. He's like, yeah, cool. I'm never doing an impression of fucking Vector. Here's Amy. And, you know, this looks slightly better than the 4-inch. And maybe they gave her that head mold. It would be less weird with a huge open mouth. Yeah, probably. Next we got Eggman. Well, what I'm gonna just say is it's the same as his 4-inch version. He has the same hand articulation and it's literally the same mold. But I'm surprised they even gave him elbow articulation. So that means we could have possibly gotten more articulation with the little 2.5-inch ones. That would be really cool. Next we got Shadow. And yeah, mine's a bit messed up. His foot is... Oh god, I need to find a replacement for this guy one day. Does not stand. He wouldn't even stand on the Green Hill playset I have. But yeah, they got this Shadow right. Not too bad. Just not sure where they were going with the arms. Next we got Rouge. I mean, it's just Rouge. Cool to have a little figure of her. Metal Sonic. Yeah, I'm getting really lazy here, but it's just Metal Sonic. It's the same as 4-inch, but hey, at least he has all the details. Oh yeah, here's Pistain Shadow. At least we have a 2.5-inch version. This one I had to touch up because oh my god, I couldn't stare at this thing. They didn't even bother coloring his mouth. They didn't give him the fun little metallic paint on his inhibitor rings, or even bothered coloring bottom part of his shoes. And Pistain Shadow. I just can't with this thing. It's so ugly. Next, we got Igrobo, like the one I just said earlier. Wish they gave him his gun because he looks naked without it for some reason. Our next one is Supersonic, and yeah, it's just the same body mold, just different head sculpt. One. Next, we got Running Sonic. This one's actually pretty cool. Look, they gave him little wheels because look what you can do here. Yeah. I actually know I could have done that better. Alright, you know what? Sure, that works. It looks like sculpting on him is definitely different from the other 2.5-inch figure of him that I had to dig through the spine right now. There we go. See? It's slightly different. Just looks more awake, and also he has normal, natural arms. But yeah, that's just to make it look like he's running. Yeah, that's a cool variant. Now let's get into the one that everyone doesn't have. Charmy Bee. And oh my god. They haven't made a 4-inch version of him. This is what we have to work with. Yeah, he's the only character that doesn't have a 2.5. He's the only character that doesn't have a 4-inch version of himself. You know, I just realized there's a lot of 4-inch Sonic characters that don't have a 2.5-inch figure yet. Like Neo Metal, Mephiles, Super Silver, and all that other stuff. But next we got the Chows. We got Neutral Chow. We got Dark Chow. And we got a Golden Chow. Oh my god. You know, with the Chows, it'd be cool with the variants of them. It's just them in their different little outfits. You know, you got one with a hat. You got one that's basically just a mini Shadow. You got one that looks like Chaos and stuff. Our next modern Sonic figure is Motobug. This is the only bandit. And oh my god, his arm here is just ass. Oh my god, I've been cursed with this. So, yeah, not bad. I just hit that thing with his arm. Just loose. I don't know how I would fix that. Our next item is some other stuff I forgot. Being the die-cast cars, which are basically just little Hot Wheels. And another thing I forgot was Rouge's bomb ball thingy. This is a cool accessory they gave Rouge. But like I was saying, here are the cars. Let me adjust the camera a bit. You can get a better look at them. So here we got Sonic, and this is all from Sonic Sonic Team Racing. So yeah, here we got Sonic, Tails, Eggman. These were in the first wave. Then later came Silver, Knuckles, and Shadow. We get a better look at them. Here they are. Not too bad. They came out with Vector, but I haven't found the normal version. I was able to find the re-release version. Thank God they re-released them. And they revealed they're making Metal Sonic, which I still haven't seen yet. But to be honest, I don't see them making new ones for Sonic Team Racing, because you know the newest Sonic game being Sonic Crossworld Racing, or Sonic Racing Crossworlds, whatever you want to call it, is coming out, and they already started making merchandise for them. So yeah, I don't see the point of just calling this Team Sonic Racing right here. But yeah, the only articulation is just the wheels in the car. Oh wow, so epic. So yeah, now let's get into the last few figures here. We got all the classic Sonic figures here. Just gotta get them all up. A bit hard in my position right now, but whatever. That's fun, isn't it? Okay. The stand came off from one of the figures. Let me fix that. Because you know, gotta make this perfect for the video, you know what I'm saying? I don't think I put that on right. Like, it's supposed to go the other way. Yeah. Stick it in. Okay, there we go. I fixed it. Now I need to get the other figures. I know it's a long process just to grab figures that I have placed next to me on the floor. I know that's not the best way to do it. But yeah, let's get into this. So first we got is natural classic Sonic. This one is way better than the little 4-inch ones because yeah, they would scale better with a modern Sonic figure. So yeah, see, it looks way better. If it was slightly 3 inches maybe, but who cares? It's just height. So 2.5-inch works. So yeah, not bad. Just normal classic Sonic. Reminds me of the Tomy ones that I have. Next we got whatever the fuck this is. Why is he in this pose? This is like so goofy. Oh my god, the camera's not focused on it. But god damn, they give him the weird teeth. Where did we go wrong? I don't know what this pose is supposed to be like dancing. I know if I put him in this pose, it looks like doing the fucking pose Charlie Morningstar does. Great. There's now 2 VisiPop references in a Sonic video. What a great time to be a Sonic and VisiPop fan. Yay. Our next figure is Tails. Nothing wrong with him. Just looks a bit cuter in the 2.5-inch scale. And we also got Knuckles. Also really good. You know, it's a slight improvement from the Tomy figures we got. And yeah. I'm just going to go really fast with characters I already showed off. Here's Eggman. Classic Eggman. Still looks good. Nothing wrong with it. Can't go wrong because it's just the same fucking sculpt they use for the 4-inch figures. Mighty, I don't know what pose he's supposed to be in right here, but I guess it works. It's just a bit random. Here we got Ray, and he also can't stand, just like the 4-inch version. And yeah, not too bad. I just feel like with the 2.5-inch classic Sonic figures, it works a bit better because they're like a bit chubby, I guess, like fat. I don't know. But next we got Metal Sonic, and yeah, it looks pretty good here. It's the same mold they use for, well, I guess the same model for the 4-inch figure. So yeah, I guess this covers that too. You know, I don't have them. But yeah, I love classic Metal Sonic, but for a classic Metal Sonic, I just prefer just using this guy. So yeah, Mecha Sonic. This one looks way better. It's like, I don't know, my lighting's really ass, but from my point of view, he's a bit more brighter, like a white-ish silver. The other one's like dark and gloomy here. I mean, I guess, yeah, you can tell a little bit. This one looks brighter and this one looks a bit darker. So yeah, he looks more silver-ish. And also the red paint on his shoes shows more red. And on here it's also a bit red, but I can see a little bit of orange mixed in with it. That's mainly the lighting and just being really weird. Next we got classic Amy. Nothing wrong with her. She has arm articulation like all the other ones. Not bad. Looks really good too. And this is one of the only classic Amy figures we have. They didn't make a bunch of Jazzworth ones, but it's still good. Next we got Super Classic Sonic. He's really fat, and nothing wrong with that, and we don't fat shame here. Even though I kind of did earlier with some of the classic Sonic figures. But yeah, I don't know why I'm making this one. Now let's get into the more interesting ones. Here we got Fang the Sniper or Knack the Weasel, whatever you want to call him. Hey, you know what's funny? They just re-released this guy, but they gave him his little vehicle. I'm like, well, ain't that just great? Maybe I should have passed up on this one before, if I knew they came out with that first. Next we got Buzz Bomber. This is the classic version, so I guess they're making the modern ones too. Here we got Chomper. Oh wait, no, that's not. Yeah, that's right, Chomper. God, I'm not gonna remember their names on top of my head. We got another Badnik. I forgot the name of. Here we got Crab Meat. We got Rocky, little Sonic animal. Even though he doesn't really count as a Badnik, but he's here. Here we got Rhinobot, the octopus. God, I feel so stupid. Yeah, I'm a Sonic fan. I should know all this. So yeah, we got some of the Badniks here. I love them. I spent $7 on that. Oh my god, I'm never buying a figure from Sheets of all places because they sell the check lane figures. So yeah, don't do that. Now that is all of the classic Sonic figures. So now we can get into the movie figures and Sonic Prime, which I'm gonna get up to get because I don't think you want to hear this chair I'm sitting on squeaking a lot. So yeah, I'll just do Prime first, since with Prime, I have less figures with those. Just I haven't watched Sonic Prime. I've only seen like the first 2 episodes. In my opinion, on Sonic Prime, it's all right, just not for me. But I'm listening to 2 episodes. So I really can't be hating on the show or anything like that. So here we got Prime Sonic, and he is 5 inches tall, just like the movie Sonic figures and stuff. And yeah, his articulation is kind of limited. I don't really like what they were doing here with the articulation. It's just kind of bad, not gonna lie. Just makes me feel uncomfortable. But yeah, he looks alright. Just he looks slightly more purple from my end. And his eyes, his green eyes, just not the shade of green I would use for Sonic's eyes. But yeah, I will say that the gloves and shoe, they did really well with the details there. Sonic says also hollow. I guess that's cool. How does he stand? Let's see. Perfect. I guess because his head's hollow, unlike the other characters where their heads are just solid. Next we got Shadow, and you just think about it, that's just a 5-inch figure of modern Shadow. And yeah, not bad. I like how they made this skin tone darker, because Shadows usually has darker skin tone than Sonic. But yeah, that's cool. I just don't like this. Oh my god, it's ugly. It's just, I don't like it. Also, same situation. Our articulation's really limited. I don't know what they were doing with his hand pose here. Just really random. Next, we got Chaos Sonic. I think that's his name. Chaos Sonic. This the Metal Sonic for Sonic Prime, and he did pretty cool. But I heard in the show he's really annoying. But yeah, I love the robot design, because this looks more like a futuristic thing, and that's what they were definitely going for, because Sonic's isn't like a bad future in Sonic Prime. Well, the first few episodes. Oh wait, bad future. If you follow me online, that pun was not intended, because I'm making a Sonic fan project called Bad Future. So ain't that something? Love this guy, not bad. His articulation's good. He has more emotion than the other figures. So yeah, I say he's the highest on the list with the Sonic Prime figures. So now let's get into the movie figures, which I also have the Sonic Movie 2 figures. Only a few of them, because I kind of forgot about the Sonic Movie 2 figures when they came out, and I didn't see any of them. I was only able to find the multi-pack and Movie Sonic and then Eggman. So, yeah. I do know my dad did buy Knuckles just to resell. Ain't that great? So, yeah. Just gotta place the characters here. Gotta fix Shadow. Just gonna following. Okay, get the other characters and yeah, we got everyone. So let's get into this. So let's start off with Sonic Movie 2 since there's less with that. So here we got Eggman and Movie Sonic. You know, they scale perfect together. Just Sonic's a bit too tall, but there's nothing wrong with that. And also, this is supposed to be Sonic with the electricity thing. I don't know if you can really see it on camera. It's just, I don't know why the camera's not focusing. I can zoom in a bit. There we go. Yeah, you can kind of see it. His eyes should have been blue, but the weird part is they fixed the weird blob paint on him. If you want me to better explain what I'm talking about. See? I'm just wondering, how the fuck did they messed up on the 2.5 inch figure? It's like the second chance to not mess up. Like, oh my god. But yeah, this guy's cool. Just, I don't know, that got kind of lazy with electricity there. So yeah, these guys aren't too bad. Sonic just has okay articulation, nothing too crazy. Eggman got some interesting ones. Look, you can make him do that. His arms go like this, and his legs are kind of loose for some odd reason. Don't know why they have articulation if his coat gets in the way of that. And the paint job on his face is pretty good. I'm surprised they're able to do that because of how small the details are. So Eggman's way better than, well, Movie Sonic. I mean, he performs well. Just, just maybe not. Next item is gotta dig through stuff here. I'm sure I have Eggman's coffee. I don't know where it is. Oops. Shit. Gotta find this coffee order that I lost. Which is weird because the thing was just next to me. Oh, wait, I found it. That's on the carpet. Here is his coffee. Yeah, I forgot what his coffee order was, but I'm gonna just place the coffee next to me and not put it on the floor because that's where all my figures are right now. But yeah, just move these guys out of the frame real quick. Next we got, we'll go back to a 2.5 inch Movie Sonic from Sonic 2. And also they rarely made any merchandise for Sonic Movie 1 or just the Sonic movie. Because we all know what happened. Sonic had to go through a redesign and Paramount kind of fucked up. But they saved the movie, let's go. Yeah, just hate that blob, oh my god. But yeah, not bad, I guess. I mean, not gonna lie, it looks better than the Movie 3 one they made. But yeah. Next we got Knuckles. And yeah, this is cool. They gave him metallic paint for his little 2x3 Lego pieces. I don't know what they're supposed to be, but yeah, here's Knuckles. Not too bad. I mean, can't go wrong with him. I love this movie Knuckles. Next we got Tails, and Jesus Christ, he's even weirder. Look at his mouth, it's just pink, and looks like he has no eyebrows. I don't know, just looks weird. But yeah, our next figure is Super Sonic, and his eyes are green, which is weird. Not sure why it's that. He's also made of rubber. Also, he's missing his tail. This is how he came in packaging. When I opened the playset, I was like, where the fuck is his tail? So, factory error Supersonic. Isn't that cool? So, yeah. This was only exclusive to the playset with the Death Egg. I heard they did make a new one of that for Sonic Movie 3 Wave 2 2.5 inch figures, but I have never seen the second wave. I've only seen the third waves, which is really random because I would love to own the Supersonic from there, maybe the Tails and Knuckles, but I already, wait, no, not Knuckles, well, the Tails, but I got Tails for the third wave and stuff. So yeah, our next 2.5 inch figure is the Buzz Bomber, and yeah, not bad. Looks just like I would do in the movie. So Oh wait, it does have slight articulation in its head. Okay. See, like slight articulation there. His stand does not stay well in it, so it just falls off from time to time. Next we got Eggman, and I'm just wondering how the hell did they even get the small details on there? Yeah, it's still this on them. And this is still fucking on there. There we go. Make a sort of put. Look at that. They got the details on. This is easily the best. And yeah, his leg is also loose. I don't know why, but yeah. Next we got the egg drone thing, and oh my god, it's a pain in the ass just to open the little drone flap thingy. It's just to show it has little cannons. God, what a bad day to have no nails. Okay, thank God. Here's the egg drone. That was a pain in the ass just to open, so it's a bad figure. That's it. That comes a fucking egg. Wow, how nice. There's a fly. That was interesting video. So our next 2.5-inch figure is movie Shadow, and wow, they really did go out for this. Not too bad. Love them. There's this weird paint error they've been having where in between his eyes sometimes the non-painted part that's black just goes all the way up and it just looks weird. But yeah, they were able to catch the details on everything, his shoes, and yeah, this is a good figure for movie Shadow. I was so happy when I found him, and you won't believe where I found him. Well, besides Walmart, I found him in a fucking Ocean City at this random Walmart. Here we got let me fix my camera here, just get a better angle. Here we got movie Shadow on his motorcycle, and the difference with this one is it doesn't have all the articulation the normal one has, but yeah, they gave him his motorcycle. Hell yeah, boys, and it stands perfectly somehow. Which I don't know how the hell they pull that off, but yeah, Shadow's head sculpt is a bit better than the movie one, which I'll explain later. But yeah, not bad. I love him. It's a really cool Shadow figure. If they do one with a modern Shadow where he's on his motorcycle, the one in the games, you see it, that would be pretty cool. Our next figure is movie Sonic from Sonic 3, and Jesus Christ, $15 for this? That shouldn't be $15. It should be way more. Let's look at this. Oh my god, he has articulation for the hands. What the hell? The feet too, and it moves all ways. Oh my goodness. Look at that. They gave him the same little eyes that follow you like with the Mario figure. I would show that, but I don't have my Mario figure on me, but oh my god, this is beautiful. I don't know what the hell they're gonna do when they make Sonic Movie 4 figures. That metal Sonic's gonna look crazy as hell. They might make him metallic. So yeah, our next one is Shadow, and what was I saying about his head sculpt? Yeah, his eye here just gets cut off sometimes, so yeah, that's not the best part. But he's overall pretty good. Just the only thing I heard about this figure is some of his joints are kind of like in there tightly, so just moving him will just break his leg and it just falls apart and dies. And yeah, he has same articulation as Sonic. Same thing with the shoes. You move it this way and that way. Fun hand thingies. That's cool. Same head and all that stuff. I don't know the fancy names for them, but they got butterfly joints. I don't know what that means. I know it has to do with the joints with the arms and things. I don't know. I'm really stupid. Next, we got Knuckles, and oh my god, I love this. This is beautiful. When they made the Flames of Disaster version, I'm like, Oh my god, I would have bought that version and opened it. So you can have little flames on it. Little flames of disaster. I think the hand articulation here works better because Knuckles doesn't show his fingers and it just works perfectly. So yeah, this is my favorite Sonic movie 30 figure besides Shadow. So yeah, I think this just proves I like Knuckles or something. So yeah. Next we got is Tails. Should have done him second, but yeah. He still got the weird mouth thing. Also, here's the crazy thing. Remember when I brought up that Omega had different paint job? This tail has a different paint job because in the movie, Tails' shoe soles are black, but this one's gray. Huh, interesting. Yeah, this Tails face, I just don't like it. But his Tails articulation is really cool. Like, you can put it in all which ways and stuff. It kind of helps him stand up a bit. Just, you know, pose him a certain way and he stands instantly. That's what I like about the Tails figure. Just move his tail and it just helps him stand. Same articulation as Sonic and Shadow and Knuckles, but I think with Tails, his just feels more limited. It's like stiff. You can't move it around as much. So, yeah. Not the best with Tails. No shame to Tails. Here we got Eggman. He's not in his suit that he was in the Sonic movie 3 movie where it's the more game accurate suit, which I think is called Nano suit. Wait, no, that's the funny red one he wears. Well, yeah. He has his hands. He's doing this silly little rock and roll pose with his hand. Yeah, his articulation's pretty fun. I like it. I would love that they make more of the human Sonic characters. I know a lot of people wouldn't want that, but if they make a little James Marsden and a Wade Whipple, hell yeah. I would love that, but I don't think any kid would be like, Mommy, can we get the Wade Whipple figure? And Mom will say Wade Whipple, like, why the hell would you want that? And then next we got Gerald. This is Gerald's first figure, by the way, and it's for the movie. So, who would have thought? And he's not too bad. Like him. He has the same articulation as Eggman. Nothing wrong with that. And I guess the details are pretty cool. And apparently, he wore a watch, which I never noticed that in the movie, but maybe it's from the concept art or something like that. Maybe it is in the movie, just slightly not noticed, because who the hell's looking out for Gerald wearing a watch? And now we're almost done. This video is an hour long. Oh my goodness. Here we got Super Sonic. This is the light up version, and we also got Super Shadow. And with the light up figures, their articulation is a bit more limited because of all the wiring. So obviously, if you move them the wrong way, they will break easily. And here's something for press their chest. And oh my god, they light up. Oh my god, make them dap up. Hell yeah. Yeah, boys. As you know, it's funny, it ended off with Super Sonic and Super Shadow. If you know, the games that Sonic Adventure 2 ended off with Super Shadow and Super Sonic, and then the movie, yeah, you get the point. Actually, they didn't make Shadow piss stain. Oh, hell yeah. He's not a piss stain. I do own the non-light up versions, but they're in box. Maybe I should open them, I don't know. So, yeah guys, that was the video. I started at 12 and now it's almost 2 o'clock. Holy shit, it's almost been like 2 hours. So yeah, this is a really long video and I'm gonna have fun editing this. Please kill me. So yeah, that's the video. Hope you enjoyed. Would I do this again? Maybe, but yeah, I don't know what else I'm gonna say, but this was harder than you thought to do. So yeah, oh, hey, it's my longest video on my main channel. As the longest video I uploaded is on my second channel. It was a Christmas video, so you know, I'm gonna just shut up and like and subscribe, even though I don't say that in my videos. So yeah.